Good morning, half a day. Well, it's still morning for me here in Texas, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this from or even when. For those that might be catching this as part of a replay, I'm just now pulling out of my driveway and running solo this morning. No hubby, just me. And gonna try and see if I can make some money. At the moment, I have Instacart, DoorDash. Hey, Mikey. Yes, you are the foist. How's it going? You're the first and only person here right now, so. But it's just me right now, and gonna work a couple of hours, or at least gonna try to, and head home, have lunch, and then the hubby and I will be working later together. Doing fine. Had a couple shipped orders earlier. Well, I'm hoping it'll be a decent afternoon shift. The last time, the other day when I came out by myself, I believe it was on Monday, I worked 2 hours, and I was able to make just over $40, so that wasn't bad. If I can at least average the $20, especially in my home zone, that's not a bad day. It's a decent day. You know, if we can make $25 or more an hour, then that's a very good day. It's a great day. If you're still there, Mikey, what is your minimum hourly rate that you would like to achieve for it to be a good day? Like I said, for me, $20. $20 would be the lowest that I would like to be able to make for it to be a good day. You also try to aim for the $20 an hour? And it doesn't happen often, but there are times that we've been able to hit, more than $30 an hour, and those are excellent days or shifts. One shift we might hit, 30 something dollars an hour, and then if we work again, or if we worked prior to that and it was $20 or less, then it brings the daily average down. But so I guess honestly it would be by the day, because when we're here in our home zone, when we stay close to home, we break it down into 2 shifts, the day shift and then the night shift. But ultimately, working for the entire day, we would like to be able to achieve the $20 an hour. Just got a shipped order from referred customer. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Get it, Mikey? Like I said, I've got DoorDash, Instacart, and Spark on at the moment. And because it's just me, I try not to have too many apps open at one time when I'm driving. Once I park and actually wait, then I'll turn on more apps. Hey, Ma. Good Good afternoon, half a day. How are you doing? All right. How do I want to do this? All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's not too bad. I wish it could be better, but I'm going to go ahead and take this one. It's just a one customer, in 1 mile, 2 item shop at, what do you call that? Dollar General. Gotta hit the road in a bit. Toodles. Later, Mikey. Thanks for popping in. And the thing is that Dollar General is on the other side of the highway, but it's not exactly the easiest to get to. So I have to do this whole the overpass is right here. So I have, what you guys will see, because there's a roundabout at the end of this overpass. Turn right to take the ramp. The thing I don't like about this overpass, the way they people on bikes, and then of course the cars themselves. And look at this, a lovely roundabout. So this is where I'll do the turnaround so I can get to the other side of the highway. And I don't know if you guys realize this, but a lot of DGs or Dollar Generals, you know, once you get into the store and you start moving further into it, reception isn't the greatest. So what I want to do is, y'all get to keep my car company while I run into the store, grab 2 items. And if there's parking in the front, which, nope, no parking in the front. No parking in the front. Wow, the store's kind of busy. Like I said, otherwise I'd take the phone in to the store with me while I do the shopping, but I don't want I lost one of the that's the downside, and I wish they wouldn't take, you know, Mike the Bike Dasher brought this up in his videos about shopping, being a pro shopper on DoorDash. But all right, I'll be right back. Stick around. Whoops. Alright, I don't want to make it too obvious that there's a phone hanging out in my car, so you get to hang out in front of the vent. Now I'll be right back. yeah, it was something that Mike, the bike dasher, had talked about, um, where they shouldn't hold that against us when a product is out. But I am down to 98, and in order to remain in the pro shopper, when it comes to finding the items, they want you to maintain a 99 or a higher. I mean, come on, be realistic. We'll do our best. That's all any of the shoppers can do, you know, to do our best. 4 minutes to destination. Okay, those places, those apartments. We can only do our best to find the items, but again, when an item is out of stock, and especially if the customer doesn't provide any substitutions, or all they do is deny the substitutions that you tried to provide, you know, for similar items, especially for similar cost. I don't think we should be dinged. I don't think we should be dinged. But unfortunately, that's what happens. And for the most part, I like the pro shopper thing, because the base pay for pro shopper is higher. But I don't know how it works, because I get shopping orders from the same stores, like DG, Target, whether it be a 1 customer or a 2 customer thing. I'll get shopping orders that don't fall under the pro shopper. So a lot of the shopping orders don't always come through under pro shopper. They'll sometimes be regular, and then sometimes listed as a pro shopper. So I don't know. Roundabout mass holes refer to them as rotaries. Right? They set you up to fail. That's what these reward thingies tend to do. You know, in order to maintain the higher status, you got to do this, got to do that. Whoopsh. Okay, I thought it was those apartments. Well, I'm still glad I went this way. And that's the other thing these apps need to do, is they need to update it. They need to pay attention to the direction that the drivers go to whenever they're delivering to places. The apps need to quit taking us to the exit sides of apartment complexes. I don't know how many times I see an app, especially if it's our first time or it's been a while since we've delivered to an apartment complex, and it takes us to the exit side. And of course we can't go in that way, so which that's what this the app is trying to take me to the exit side. Yay, at the moment the gate is open. Okay. Building 1. The gates are open, yay. No. right. Good thing that this is on the first floor. BRB. Okay. Okay, one down. $7.50 on the board. I mean, it was easy enough, you know. All right. Yeah, Instacart kinda chimed when I first turned it on when I was still at home. Hey Mario, how's it going if you're still there? So when I get to a different waiting spot, I'll go ahead and turn on. Ugh. Seriously? No. No. I'm not going to do that one. Just because I accepted a 2-item one customer shop at DG, they sent me another one, but it was to a different DG location, which is further away. If it was from the one that I just came from, I would have taken it. It would have been another quick, easy $7.50, you know, but it's one that's further away. So, yep. I'm here listening, just doing my domestics. I was about to say, Ma, I was like, are you still doing laundry? Yeah. You know, it goes to show that the clothes that the hubby and I rotate through, you know, when you do spring cleaning, fall cleaning, going through and getting rid of clothes that you don't fit or you don't, you know, wear anymore and whatnot. Well, it goes to show that the hubby and I, with our clothes rotation, that pretty much a lot of the stuff in our closet we need to get rid of. Yeah, I mean, we've done it. The last time we done it really was more than 2 years ago when we thought about selling our house. So we went through a lot of our clothes, you know, stuff for donations and stuff that, you know, not worth donating, just tossing in. But we need to do it again. Definitely need to do it again. I mean, and I don't know if anybody else does this, when you're hanging up your laundry, but I basically like to keep, whenever I'm hanging up the newer clothes that were just washed, I keep those to the front. I have a section, you know, on the bars where they have the metal bar holding up what the clothes hang on, you know, and so it has like the different sections. And so I usually keep the freshly washed and newly hung clothes in the first section. Yeah, we, at least for me, and I think for the most part the hubby too, have been just working out of that first section. So definitely need to do some spring fall cleaning and get rid of some clothes. But as you guys can see, it's still a beautiful day. Right now it is warm. It's gonna be in the low 90s, and but because, as you guys can see, it's also cloudy, we're supposed to, at least for as they forecasted, we're going to be getting some rain. That's going to drop the temperatures down into the 70s later this evening. And the 70s, the upper 60s to even, you know, mid 70s, maybe 76, 77 are still, you know, those are the temperatures to sit in. From the upper 60s to maybe the upper 70s is really nice weather. All right, so I haven't waited in this plaza in a minute, so let's wait over here and see if DoorDash sends us anything. And of course, Spark is trying to send us something. Ooh, do we want to do... All right, I need to find a spot so I can take a look at this. Do we want to do a .com order? It says it's going to take 2.5 hours, a little over than 2.5 hours. And it's 22 drops. And there's going to be spots where I'm going to lose reception. But it's 41 miles, $55. If the mileage, I mean, it's pretty spread out. If it wasn't so spread out, I'd probably consider this, because that's $55. And over 2.5 hours. So really, after all that's said and done, it'll be about 3 hours. And in that time, you know, because of the $7 that I've already made, hubby says nope. That would have taken me to just over $60. And that would have hit the $20 an hour. But that's right. That's, especially by myself, 40 miles and more than 20 drops. Doing that many by yourself, it's not fun. It's not easy. So if they send something else, we'll see. We shall see. Let's go ahead. I'm thinking about turning on favor. All right. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the radio? Oh, look at that. Selfie verification required. And this is Favor, which is a Texas-based app. Get started. And this selfie that you provide is the picture that the customer sees. Congratulations, you're done. Thanks for verifying. All right, so now I'm starting a shift on Favor. So now I have 4 apps open. I've got Favor, Spark, DoorDash, and Instacart. I'm literally in between where Costco would be and then HEB and Aldi for Instacart. It's true, I'm a sucker for you. Is that thunder I'm hearing? Oops. Oh, that's construction. That's construction that I'm hearing. Sure is nice without your husband. Hey Presley, how's it going? Good afternoon. Yeah, I've just done one DoorDash shopping order, and now I'm waiting in a small plaza to see if we can pick up anything else. I'm just gonna wait here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna move closer to where Walmart and HEB are, if nothing happens in this area. You know, let's see.
Here is your TikTok tip.
Okay, so I've uploaded it to TikTok, but I didn't upload it to YouTube yet. But what was it, last week? And who was talking about it? Was it Nina? About making, no, it wasn't Nina. I think it was Terry was talking about making a rookie mistake. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm not going to say anything else about it. I'm in the process of uploading it now. Y'all just got to go check it out. And yeah, here in about a month, yeah, next month, or maybe a little more than a month from now, will be 3 years since I started doing gig work. And 2 years that, well, I did shopping orders with Uber Eats. So I don't know. Okay, so it's still here in about a month, I'll be a gig worker for 3 years. And even with all that experience, all kinds, restaurant pickups, shopping orders, curbside pickups and whatever, making rookie mistakes can still happen despite all your experience. uh, all right, let's see. All right, so it's uploading right now. And it'll be available to watch here in a few minutes. Because once it goes through its normal stuff of being uploaded, and then it has to get processed, check to see if there's anything to flag it for. But I usually upload all my videos, whether it be the short form or the long form, is I usually upload them as unlisted first. Because then that way, if there is any issues, and if I have to delete the video for whatever reason, I don't lose out on any views. Because there are times where as soon as I upload something and then I go back to check it within a couple of minutes, I might get a view. I might get a view or two. And I would hate to, because every view counts when you're trying to grow and get your channel monetized. So if you're a YouTuber and you're uploading videos and you're still fairly new to it and still learning, which I am still learning, which doesn't look like there's any issues with it. What you got for me, Sparky? Notification, but no order. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any issues, so I'm going to go ahead and make it public. All right, so it is available to watch. But rookie mistake. All right, well, it's been a few minutes, long enough for me to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and move to a different spot. Because there's Dollar Tree, Dollar General is just like down the, a couple of blocks away. I've got a couple of restaurants right here. There's a Starbucks, but it's lunchtime, but nothing is dinging, so I'm gonna go ahead and move to a different spot. Because you know how these apps be. Sometimes they want you to be moving. They don't want you to just be sitting and waiting. And I still say it's kind of like a 50-50. Sometimes I believe it, and sometimes I don't when it comes to that, because um, sometimes I will be sitting and I'll still get offers, you know? And then sometimes I'll be sitting, nothing's happening, and it's like as soon as we move out of our parking spot, an offer will come through. I'm like, seriously? Or as soon as we leave the parking lot of the store or the restaurant that we were just, closest to, and an order from that place will come through. We're like, seriously? Come on. And it looks like that .com order that came through when I was first pulling into that plaza popped back up very briefly, and it went up $1. It went up $1, but still not enough. Still not enough. Yep, it is sunny out. Car's reading at 91. 20 minutes ago was reading at 92. It's still, whew, big truck. It's still fairly cloudy, so. Oh, favors ringing. Better not be for anything that was at the plaza I just left. Oh, it's HEB. A shop and deliver for $5. 6 miles. They want 8 items. $5. Nope. Try again. No, they're trying again. McAllister's. It's a place and pay. 2 items. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? Why not? It's a place and pay, and again, this is a through Favor, and Favor is a Texas-based app, and the place and pays mean when you get to the restaurant, kind of like with the shopping order, you have to place the order. It's only 2 items. Soup is easy enough, and then it would be just waiting on the buffalo chicken. Some restaurants will allow you to call ahead and place the order over the phone. Um, Please review the favorite details before ordering online, via phone, or in person. All right, so let's see. Let's see, should I call? Oh, our light is green. No, I think I'll just place the order when I get there. I try not to do too many place and pay type orders, because that does add extra time. I don't even know why, honestly, these apps, because Favor's not the only one, but these apps even allow that as an option. And if they allow that as an option for customers, then place and pays in general need to have a higher base pay, because the apps that do offer it, they don't offer a higher base pay for these type of orders. So all right, we got front parking. It'll be a pain in the butt to get out of here, but all right, let's see. Favor. Oh, DoorDash. What you got, DoorDash? $25 is nice, but it's a two store shop. For 20 miles, $25, 15 items. So I'm going to go ahead and pause DoorDash. Arrived. And I've got to do a potty break while I'm in the store. So, not like y'all need to know that, but I will be right back. Keep the car safe for me. I'll be right back. And that right there is why place and pays aren't the best to do, because it can take a minute. But we're all set. Leaving, yes. Navigate to customer, and it's gonna take us 6 minutes to get there.
Head north toward Wolf Ridge.
Let's see, where am I going? Okay, I'm going that way.
Head south toward West University.
Trying to see which is going to be the fastest way to get there. All right, here we go. Because sometimes people can be so rude on this road. They'll see you halfway sticking out and still try to pass you. All right. Oh, really? You know, that's not... And then you get drivers like that who just pop out. They didn't even stop. I mean, yeah, there was no stop sign there, but still, you're coming off of a side entrance, so technically that is a stop sign. And here's some crazy mess people are doing. And this person is going to go ahead and block the entrance. That's why I hate this intersection.
In 1,000 feet.
Some people just don't know what they're doing. Can you guys hear the radio? I have it on the lowest setting. Looks like we'll be delivering to a house. Not really. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Ma. Right, that was you that said that? Okay, yeah. Hey, nieceys. And thank you. Are you out there working, nieceys? If so, how's it going? I'm actually on my second order. Orders have just been okay. This one probably was on the low end of an okay order because of the wait time at the restaurant. I had to place the order when I got there. But I think they were moving pretty steady, so I think they did good for how steady they were. I didn't wait in line that long at all. And, you know, I probably could have called. And actually, I did call when I was waiting in line. But as, you know, the line moved up, then I just hung up. don't like blocking their driveway, but let's make the delivery. I had my DoorDash on pause, so when I got to the restaurant, and I just took it off the pause, and I still had I had just under 16 minutes. So really, to do this order was about 17 minutes to do that favorite order. So, not bad. Not bad. How's business today? It was so slow yesterday. Yeah, it was slow for us. We went out very briefly, which reminded us why we're altering, temporarily, we're altering our work week. It used to be Wednesday to Sunday, but then we switched it to Thursdays to Monday. But Saturdays, that's the crazy thing. Saturdays has been a hit and miss, just like Wednesdays. And that's crazy for me to think that Saturdays, and when I look back, how we've done on Saturdays, and it started even just before summer started. Saturdays were so hit and miss. And Saturdays, Sundays were always our better days to make, $200 or even more. But there was quite a few that we barely even broke $100. So now we're thinking that we could still work Wednesdays, but just work the evenings, and then also work just the evenings for Saturday. But still, I think that's pretty crazy to think that Saturday used to be good, now Monday is better, right? So it's the same for your area too, Nieces? That's crazy, don't you think? Why Saturdays for so long were good, and Mondays, Monday and Tuesdays were always a hit and miss. So that's why we decided Mondays and Tuesdays were going to be our days off. Mondays then eventually became our makeup days, and we started noticing that some Mondays were pretty decent. So we what do you call that? Is this 2 lanes or 1? I don't know if this is 2 lanes or 1. I'm gonna make it like a 2 lane. Go, go, go. So we started working more Mondays. But still, I can't get over the fact that Saturdays, football is starting, so maybe that will help Saturdays. Maybe for restaurant. But I think that's why um, for Wednesdays and Saturdays we might just do evening shifts, to the point where, you know, we relax, you know, the first half of the day, or do what we need to do, eat dinner before we actually go out and work a couple of hours for a dinner shift on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But we'll just have to see. We will just have to see. And the other strange thing too, in reference to, you know, our shifts, is Sundays. We had a really great Sunday. I have to pull over to see this because I can't. All right. It's a one customer but two spots. No, because they want 14 items. If it weren't for the fact that it's 14 items at Aldi, 8 miles for $14. But the fact that I would have to go to 2 different places, that's not worth it. So now I'm just parked at Walgreens. Probably should move over there to where the shade is at, so I'm not in the sun. Or I can just turn around and reverse into a spot. That way I'm not in the sun. Still kind of in the sun, but that's okay. Alright, let's see what we got. We got DoorDash on, we got Instacart, and we got Favor and Spark. I only do evening if I have help. I know there is more money, but traffic is yuck. And plus, once it starts to get dark, that's the other thing I'm not looking forward to, is when things, you know, once we get into wintertime and it's dark by 5 o'clock. Because being in a country area and getting all these side roads and country roads, a lot of these deliveries that we make when the sun is still out, you know, I'm constantly either saying it out loud to my hubby or saying it in my head. You know, I'm like, I would hate to have done this delivery at night, you know, when it's dark. Because narrow roads, or where, you know, with the narrow roads, it's not an even drop on the sides. So if we do have to get off the road a little bit because of traffic coming from the other side, you know, it'd be, yeah. The low water crossing areas, where again, they are somewhat narrow. These low water crossing areas aren't exactly designed for, you know, 2 vehicles to be on them, especially with large vehicles. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that. But what I was saying was, it's crazy that it's happened a few times in this past month or so, for a Sunday where we're working longer hours, but we're making a lot more money. Sundays has always been a a hot spot for us to be able to make at least $200. But the fact that we've done it twice recently to where we made over $300. It's a customer return. Wait, no, it's not a return. But do I want to drive 50? No, I don't want to drive. Okay. It's interesting because it's another Aldi customer. It's a 2-area pickup with 14 items, again, shopping at Aldi, but it's only dropping off at one customer. But this time the restaurant is, the food place is Crumble Cookies. But I still don't think that that's, yeah, I still don't think that that was a good deal. Yeah, see, the first one that came through where it was 2 areas, it was Chick-fil-A and Aldi. This time it was Crumble Cookies and Aldi. Right? And we probably could have gone. It was already after 9 o'clock, and my hubby was tired, and I already pushed it on this past Sunday. I was already pushing it, and we ended up working. We were out for over 10 hours that day, but we did end up making over $300. We probably could have made it a little bit more if we ran at least one more round of orders. We could have made our highest to date in reference to how much we've made in one day. And the entire time that we've been doing gig work, hitting $300 in one day, I think that was probably our third, possibly our fourth time. We've come close, hitting like 270, 280. And especially when we're that close, sometimes I'll be like, come on, we just need one more. We just need one more and we'll hit $300. But by that point, okay, nieces. But by that point, we're already tired and dragging. I mean, again, especially for a Sunday. I'm just in awe at the fact that, we're working as late. Because I'm always thinking, and the way it's kind of been, things start to slow down about 6 o'clock. So typically we've been done working on a Sunday 7-ish, between 7 maybe 8 o'clock. But the last couple of times that we had a really good day for a Sunday, we were working until 9-10 o'clock. So, but I've been out for almost an hour and a half now, and I've gotten 2 orders, accepted 2 orders, that is. One on DoorDash, one on Favor. So come on, keep bringing it on. I need to make more money. And again, if you guys haven't already done so, and thank you for those that have, while you're here, let me know where you're watching from, but smash that like button. But what I really was going to say was I just uploaded about 30 minutes ago a short video that has to do with a rookie mistake. So y'all go watch it, leave a comment, and tell me on the video. Right? As I was saying when I first uploaded the video, um, I believe it is next month. Next month that I've been doing gig work for 3 years. And despite having all the experience, with shopping orders, curbside, restaurant pickups and whatnot, and all those deliveries, even after all that experience, you can still make rookie mistakes. How long are you planning to work today? I'm probably going to be out here at maybe for another hour. I'm trying to get my work hours, my watch hours in, and trying to make a little bit more money than I've already made. So probably for another hour. And unless I get rained out, because did I bring my raincoat? Do I have a raincoat? Yes, I have a raincoat in here. But unless the rain comes down pretty good, I might end it sooner than later. But let's see what the radar says. I'm so sad to say, despite my subscriber amount going up, which thank you, Situz Maasi, my watch hours, I'm barely hanging over the 3,000 watch hour mark. For a while there, I was hanging around the 3,200 watch hour mark. But here, as of the past week or two, I've been under 3,100 watch hours. So it's been really rough. It's been really rough. I'm waiting for one of my live streams to just go viral. I don't know when's the last time in reference to the views that I've gotten over 1,000 lately, and I've been seeing that with a lot of people's live streams. So what do you call that? It's been quite a while. It's been quite a while that I've had a live stream to where I had over 1,000 views. They've been anywhere from under 100 to over 300. So it's and thank you, Nieces. I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you saying that. It's people like you, Nieces, that really, really make me hang in there. But yeah, so I'm out here trying to get my watch hours. I've been trying to figure out other things to do live streams for. My husband yesterday, he wanted me to do an unboxing of my, what do you call that? It's just a mini version, and I say it's mini because it's maybe a foot long. What do you call it? Is that fire trucks? Or ambulance? Nope, it's fire trucks. Where it can make molds, plastic pieces. What do you call that? I had bought it over 2 years ago, possibly 3 or 4 years ago. That's how long it's been sitting. Unboxing a fire truck, right? I forgot what it was called. But it's one of those things that to where you can create, it's like a hard plastic version of designs and whatnot. But I originally bought it to create molds or pieces to help me create molds. And I never unboxed it and I never used it because I've said this before, but it's one of those things where it needs a leveled area and it needs a very ventilated area. And the only spot that I can think of for that was the garage. And I hate hanging out in the garage. Too many spiders. But the hubby was saying that we can still do that in the loft. And when I would have to use it, I would just, we would open up the windows and make sure we do gotta get a lot of ventilation in there. Spark, what you got? But it's only $44 for 24 miles. Where am I going? Oh. Do I want that? 44, 45. No. If that was like the $50 mark. Again, doing 23 drops by myself. I mean, it will still take me over 2 hours. And they're pretty much in clusters. Do I want to do it? Ah! That means it would take me to after 3 o'clock. No. That was just a little bit higher, or at least less drops. I don't like doing that many drops by myself. It's a possibility. It's a possibility about that, Nieces, because that's one of the things I've read about. That's one thing that I've read about. If you're constantly putting out different types of content on under one channel, it does make it a little bit, harder for the algorithm to pick up your videos and to help push it. But at the same time, you see so many channels out there doing the same thing. Especially if their channel doesn't focus on one thing. But that was also the idea behind me starting that other channel, Hanging with Guam Gal, because that's where I was going to do the bulk of my cooking, talking more about my culture and whatnot, and more food content on that channel. But that has halted until I can get this channel monetized. But it's a possibility, I mean, I like mixed content, but I don't understand any of how YouTube works. Right? They don't make it easy. They sure don't make it easy. Because when they're constantly updating things, some things for the better, and then some things were like, huh? Type things, and you get all these people who are trying to give you tips and whatnot on it. So, one of the tips is to, they say go and do your research, go and look at the channels who do pretty much the same thing as you do in reference to content wise, and mimic what they're doing. And honestly, I can say I've done that. I've mimicked. They say you can mimic their thumbnail. What were the characteristics about their thumbnail that made it catchy for people to even just click on their videos in the first place? And then the content itself, the way you talk, and they're all great tips. Don't get me wrong, but there are just some things that may work great for you and a handful of the people who follow your tips. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work for everybody. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of tips. No matter how much you try to mimic someone, and how they talk, the kind of content they post that gets lots of views and whatever. Is that what I need? Should I talk to my hubby and he and I come up with a skit to where we just start, arguing to create that? He said what? She did what? Type of thing. I mean, I joke about it, and I still sometimes joke about it with him and his colorful language, and a lot of people are like, I'm right there with you, Jesse. Oh, your hubby is just like me. But what I notice sometimes is that and it's true, the times that he's going off, at times I want to pull out my phone and just start recording him and just create a channel just off of that. Jesse's Rants will be his channel name. But at the same time, it's like I see people disappear. I'll see the numbers drop. I'm like, ah. So, but I don't know. I mean, that's kind of funny now that I think about it. And that's the first time that I actually thought about a name for his possible channel, is Jesse's Rants. And after we watched Happy Gilmore 2, I don't know why I didn't tease him about this the first time, from the first original Happy Gilmore. But I keep telling him when he goes off, I'm like, you have happy Gilmore syndrome. Because every time he got pissed, what did Happy Gilmore do? He's kicking and punching and just destroying stuff. Not that that's what my hubby does. It's the colorful language, the yelling, that type of stuff. When people piss him off, especially when he's driving. I always tease him that he has Happy Gilmore syndrome. Oh, it's raining over there? I say the clouds have gotten darker. The clouds have gotten darker over there. Happy equals not happy. Happy Gilmore syndrome. That's what I tease him. I've got one single white hair strand right here. I don't know if y'all, that just likes to flap. I mean, it's just standing straight up. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there. I got one white hair just standing straight up. And sometimes when I'm making my videos and then I'm editing and I'm like, what? Already trying to start stuff. Good job, baby. Good job. Supposedly, I see it now that you play. Because when I'll be talking in my videos and I'm trying to edit, and as soon as I notice it, I'm like, man, I've got this one strand right here, and there was another one, and it's just like, just, Huh? I want to say it was after 12 o'clock, I guess. My first order I accepted at 11:47. So I left the house probably at 11:40. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh wow. This is what my hubby just sent.
Yep, just like yesterday. Started pouring out of nowhere. It's windy as shit too. Be careful.
Yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And I was gonna do a live stream just to show the weather change. I mean, it was like not even 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it started to get dark. And I was like, what's going on? And I see all the trees in our backyard just swaying. I was like, are we expecting weather? supposedly busy in my area, but nothing's come through on DoorDash in a minute. So that's right. Just like who was saying that? Terry in her live stream yesterday about, we were talking about hotspots, and hotspots be lying. You can't rely on the fact that you're sitting in an area, nothing's coming through. So you're looking on the app, the map of the apps you're using, and you're like, maybe we should go over there where it's supposedly hot. You get over there, and still nothing happens. It's still saying it's 93 degrees. My phone says it's 94 but feels like 100. But by 3 o'clock, so in just over an hour, in about an hour and a half, it's supposedly going to dip into the upper 70s. That's what this rainy weather is going to do. And it did that yesterday. All right, come on. Nothing. No one wants to give me anything. Innocent. Again, I play with your heart. All right. One more app. Let's, see if anything happens with Uber. I passed up 2 ghost kitchen orders yesterday. I thought they were in the mall, but were at Firebird's Grill. Now I know. And don't you find those to be interesting? The ghost kitchen? I think that's happened to us a few times. And one of the times, we were looking for the name of the restaurant. It took us to a Denny's, or was it Denny's? Yes, it took us to a Denny's, and we were like, why is it? We were so confused. I think it was one of the first times we understood about the whole ghost kitchen thing. And we were just like, this is Denny's. We're like, where is this restaurant? So we go inside, and, I'm talking to the guy, and I was like, so this might be a little weird, but and I don't know if it was DoorDash or Uber Eats. It was one of those apps. I got an order here that's saying it's for this area. And he's like, oh yeah. So like, he knew, thank goodness, but still, the whole ghost kitchen thing. And it can be, especially if it's for the first time. For the first time, people are getting these ghost kitchen orders, and you may be familiar with the main restaurant, but not the fact that it can be, and I don't even know how that works really, if it's already designated as one restaurant, the main restaurant, and you can use their kitchen for something else. Not even you, Uber Eats. I'm going to have to start shutting down some of these apps before I drive, because I don't need 5 apps going while I'm driving. And come on, apps. I'm going to go ahead and turn off Instacart. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off Spark. What you got for me, favor? It's a curbside. Where are you going? Wrong direction. And for 53 items, not going to be worth it for the amount. If it was taking me to my neighborhood, I would have taken that one. But I don't know if you guys can tell that it's gotten darker out here. It's gotten darker out here a little bit more because of the dark clouds above. All right. I think I just don't want to be driving into the rain. It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's getting even darker. It's sprinkling. All right. I don't want to be distracted. I'm going to go ahead and end my... Beep, 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 beep. Ooh. Keep an eye out for the lightning, y'all, because I just saw lightning. I've got my apps off. I'm definitely seeing more lightning. And I'm hearing thunder. Looks like I will be driving into the rain. Yeah, I'm hoping, and those are fairly new stoplights that they installed on this road, but I'm hoping that they are going to update those to more sturdy, especially in situations like this where the winds pick up, so they're just not flapping away in the wind. But the traffic... Oh, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that lightning? Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of flashing going on. Now when I get home, I'm gonna have to wait and see if I caught that lightning. I should have caught that lightning on the dash cam. Oh, another one. There's a whole lot of lightning going on. I don't like that. I don't like driving when there's a whole lot of lightning. I don't like, especially if the rain is going to be coming down pretty good. I don't like being on the highway. So I'm actually going to be taking some side roads to get home. I'm getting closer to the rain. Thank goodness we got better windshield wipers. And there's the wall of rain. Woo! Oh, those were motorcycle cops. Yay! Yay, up in the pool. I've only ever seen it, where it's very obvious, the wall of rain coming towards you, and that was growing up on Guam. It happened a couple of times when you're not in a vehicle. It's harder to really see the wall of rain when you're in a vehicle and it's moving. Free car wash. Oh. Right? I am too. Now that this is happening, I'm very glad I didn't take either of those .com orders. Like I said, I'm so glad we got these windshield wipers replaced because our previous one, I'm going to be one of those people. I need to move over, people. And thank you. This punk right here didn't want to slow down. Thank you. I don't know if he saw. It lightens up sometimes, and then you hear them big raindrops coming down. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of when there's downpours and I'm on the highway. The downside about taking back roads when it's raining, especially if it's a downpour type, is that you face the chances of, I can't stand all this rain. You face the chances of, being a lot of water on the road. Yes, the flash flooding, yes. Yeah. I lean a little closer to the steering wheel when it's raining like this because I want to be able to see better. And see, look at that, there's puddles. Oh, there's puddles already, big puddles. Also, now I get to go home, have some lunch, and figure out our game plan for working later. And because I hope the weather doesn't stay like this. I hope it doesn't stay like this because that's going to suck if, it ruins our money-making time, especially for the dinner shift. Know what I mean? Gotta make our money. If the back roads to my house or my neighborhood area at least, were narrow and, you know, big chance for flash flooding or low water crossing type, I would not be taking the back roads. I would have definitely been on the highway. But I know my roads are not. They're not narrow. I hope so too. I really do. I mean, I think for the dinner shift, we have a good chance of making at least $100, and we could use that. You're thinking nap? No, can't take a nap, even if I want to. Because I already have a bad habit of staying up late. I have a bad habit of staying up late. But on the upside, unless I find a new TV series to binge watch, I finally hit the last episode of Grey's Anatomy. Yep, of taking naps during the day. Yep, that big downside. Make me want to stay up even later. But I just finished Grey's Anatomy. I binge watched it for over a month, and now I know my hubby and my daughter will be like, yay! Even though they've gotten into an episode here and there, but so that would be something that would keep me up, especially if it's a good episode. And I was like, I have to find out what happened next instead of going to sleep, even though I'd be tired. So unless I can find another good TV series to binge watch, I hear sad when binge watching ends, right? Because they're like, what am I going to do now? Especially when there isn't anything good to watch. Any movies that, any new movies that are good to watch, that are free to watch. So at least at the moment it's not downpouring. So, no, I haven't. That's a TV series? Are you giving me another TV series that I can binge watch? Oh, I don't have Max. I don't have Max. And we just canceled our Disney. So I don't have Disney either. Our weather, the rain isn't too bad here at home. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. If I'm able to. I don't either. I have to watch at my... But that's no fun. You can't binge watch it that way. If we're able to make it out later tonight, there's a possibility I might do another live stream while we're out working. So here's hoping that the weather will let up long enough for us to get a dinner shift. But nieces and everyone else that was just watching in the background and listening. Ma, thank you guys so much for, you know, continuously showing up to my live streams. I really do appreciate it. Presley, if you're still there, thank you guys. Si tu is maasi. But I'll catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, go and check out my recent long form and short videos that I've uploaded. Until then, adios for now. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Si tu is maasi.